It's your boy Mike, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. So the half anniversary teaser came out from Gekishin Squadra, where they're talking about them dropping the Squadra talk on 3/14. But the thing is that there was actually some interesting stuff inside of this teaser, right? The beginning is whatever, it's just them showcasing like all of the characters that have been introduced, as well as their sort of teaser that they dropped, or like the character kits for these characters, right? Then they go into season 1, season 2, and season 3 characters, right? But then at the end here, they actually have a whole list of animations just playing in the background, right? And we actually do have some of them that Annie has went ahead and kind of compiled in a sense. So I think this is the first one. No, here we go. Here, this is the first one. So if we go ahead and check here, under the S of the Squadra logo, we can see that Bojack is getting a intro, because we have it where he's doing like the whole walk, and then it is like the little starting mat of the actual match itself. So this is like the intro of all intros, right? Like this is like the easiest thing to point out that it is an intro, right? But then on top of that, we also can see here that there is a Super Saiyan 3 Goku dual finisher, and it has it where it's with Vegeta as well, but that doesn't mean you have to do it with Vegeta. They just do it, showing that you can have that with the character, right? If we go ahead and go back to the teaser, I believe it's on the top left. Yeah. If you go ahead and check out like right above where the pod is, you can see at the very tippity top, there is the video of like Vegeta pushing the whoever they're hitting upwards. I think that's Boo. And then it's Super Saiyan 3 Goku charging the Kamehameha, most likely, you know, blasting the Kamehameha, and then it like counts it as like the enemy flying backwards and then having it where they're KO'd, right? But that seems to be the other dual finisher that was basically teased as well. And then all the way on the right side, there actually is another thing too. We could see here that there is a gigantic blast basically hitting Cell, because he's basically like one of the, well, no, you could just, that's Cell. But it's a gigantic yellow blast hitting, I should have retweeted this, whoops. But it's a gigantic blast hitting Cell, and then it like cuts back, right? Let's go ahead and see what the comments were saying about this. Yeah, that's first form Cell. Pretty sure this is Saiyan armor. Dude, I can't see shit. I don't know if I'm blind. I can't see shit right there. Oh, I'm assuming the blue part right there is like the hands, maybe? I don't know, man. I can't see anything. Vegeta finisher, maybe the attack he does versus Nappa. Maybe. That would actually be pretty cool. But that's another finisher for Vegeta. I think there's other characters who probably could have used it more. Paused here looks like Vegeta. Yeah, I see it, like the yellow Saiyan hair, and then it's just like the battle armor of Vegeta. That is a little bit more clear to me. Well, the Big Bang attack is like downwards though. I don't know. That was like upwards. I think it is Vegeta when he kills Nappa. Because remember that when they showcase these finishers, they showcase them with the character transformed, but the character doesn't usually have to be transformed unless it's from that like moment. Like Broly, for example, when he is doing his team finisher and he's throwing the person at well, whoever you're fighting, Broly doesn't have to be transformed for that. He could just do that whether it's first form or it's base form or it's transformed legendary Super Saiyan, right? So it could, I think there is a really high possibility that it is Vegeta doing that attack, because like they can't do a dual finisher with Nappa, obviously, because he's not a playable character. So I think that there is a really high possibility that is a Vegeta emote. But on top of that, we also have this information as well. So I believe it's pronounced Frozik. I might be wrong. But either way, a fellow God Goku enjoyer and a coper like myself noticed that at the end here, that when they are talking about actually which there was like a teaser that they dropped I don't remember where this is. Let me just scroll through the. Here, I'll pause and then we'll come back if I could find the image and where it is at. I was a little silly. It was literally right at the top. But we can see here in the like direct back left and back right, it is a Goku and Vegeta, right? But if we go ahead and just change the colors a little bit, we can see here that, to me, this looks like an obvious God Goku and God Vegeta. Like, it's very, very hard to kind of deny. Like, I think that there is a really high possibility that this is going to be the characters, right? Like, come on. Come on. Come on. Like, that is, okay, Vegeta's hair right there looks like exactly like how it did in the Broly movie, right? And even the armor is like the exact same. So there I feel like is a high possibility that them doing this was like, because you know how like Legends, for example, like they had that like they've done this like 3 or 4 times, I feel like, where they have the GIF and then it's like playing the GIF of all of these different characters, and it's like, oh, match up the character and see if you can try to have everything aligned. And then people were pausing when you quote unquote weren't supposed to pause, and then they would see like 1/16 of an image of the upcoming character that's coming out. I feel like it's the same thing with Gekishin Squadra, where they're trying to have it where they're building up hype and doing it where it's like you have to like go ahead and watch a lot of this stuff in order to get the most amount of information, because like these are cool teasers. It brings up discussion and it makes it where it's just like it makes you think, right? Like, let's say that it is a God Goku, right, and a God Vegeta, and it is from something like the Broly movie. Does that mean that we're going to be getting a God Goku into blue? Does that mean we're going to get a God Vegeta into blue? Does that mean that they are going to have it where Broly's going to be coming out, or something along the lines of that? Is Daima not going to be coming for the half anniversary? Is that going to be delayed until later? And instead it's going to be just like a Broly movie half anniversary? Because I think there is a really high possibility of that, right? Like, people love the Broly movie, and I think one of the more hype parts of Super, and easily my favorite of all of the Super movies, was the Broly movie. Like, this to me is Dragon Ball. I love the Broly movie. So to have it where there's like a really high possibility that it's just both of these characters is pretty cool. And again, my theory, right, is them doing the half anniversary. They have a very like easy slam dunk, if you will, of having it where at the start of the season they can drop 2 characters instead of 1, right? And at the start of this season of season 4, imagine they're like, for drop 1 or part 1 or whatever they're gonna call it for Squadra Talk, we're gonna be doing a God Goku and Vegeta at the same time. That would be dope as hell, dude. I would be sit down with big popcorn on the side and I would be eating that up, man. I would be so happy if that was the case, right? And again, I do really think that there is a high possibility that both of these are going to be the characters, because like, what else would it really be? Why else would they have it where these are the background images, right? Why else would they make it so like small to see in the background, right? What are people saying on this as well? That's funny. I feel like no one noticed it in the background except for the homie, of course. Please, Squadra. Yeah, I would really want them to drop Rose as well, considering that we literally just haven't. We've had it since season like 0/season 1 that people have been asking desperately for Rose. I feel like they have to drop it sometime soon. Whenever I don't know how far they schedule these characters in advance, but they need to drop a Rose at some point. Kale as a brawler and playable character in the future. GT Goten. Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Daima, and then Rose. This would be like best case scenario. Again, I'm really hyped for the gods though. I also wouldn't mind this, but low key they really do need to drop a Gogeta, especially after Vegito. Oops. Well, no, we already saw that. Goku Black or Fusamasu. If not, then I get questions why Zamasu Kai was in the game. Start the release of the game. Think about it. If we get 3 characters as usual, then 1 can be Goku Black and 2 can be anyone. Please include Goku Black. I really want a Goku Black as well. We? Who's we? Do not loop me in on this, okay? Don't loop me in. Don't do that. That's not me. Dude, I do not care for Jiren. I'm a Jiren denier. Gogeta Blue would be cool, but I would rather them do Super Saiyan Gogeta first. Imagine though if because they're doing gods and they're doing Broly movie, imagine they immediately just go to Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Kind of like how the wasn't there like a Dokkan celebration that had that where it was like blue. No, sorry, it was Legends. Legends had it where it was Blue Gogeta and then it was Super Saiyan Vegito. Imagine they just copied Legends, and they just did that as the celebration. That would be funny, like back to back. It's Vegito first, and then a month later during anniversary, it's Blue Gogeta. And yeah, see, like again, everyone's just kind of wanting Gogeta and stuff. Again, though, like no one is noticing that there is just God, Goku, and Vegeta in the back. Well, maybe some quotes have noticed it. No one's. It's only been the homie. It's literally just been Frozik, and I hope I'm not saying that wrong. I don't know. Either way, though, what do you guys predict that it is going to be? I'm really hyped for the animations, regardless. Like these all look like cool moments that they could definitely. Sorry, I had to sneeze real quick. Like the Super Saiyan 3 Goku dual finisher is probably the one that I'm hyped for the most. And I do like that they keep adding older characters to these newer summons. So that way it's like, even if you don't necessarily like the character that is coming out, you can still have something to summon for. And if you do have something to summon for, this is just like something extra on top of it, right? Like if they drop this with the God Goku, I'd be happy as hell, man. But either way, what do you guys predict is coming for the next season of Squadra? Do you think that this means anything, or do you think that this means nothing? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Please have a great rest of your week. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.